Welcome back to our channel where we explore intriguing topics that matter. Today's episode is a deep dive into the world of Brexit and its impact on specific industries in the UK and EU. So, grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's embark on this captivating journey together. You might be wondering, what's the big deal about Brexit? Well, it's not just a catchy term, it's a significant historical event that has reshaped the political and economic landscapes in Europe. Brexit, short for British exit, refers to the UK's departure from the European Union, a process that began with a landmark referendum back in 2016. A multitude of factors drove this momentous decision, including a desire to reclaim sovereignty, control immigration, and foster economic self-reliance. Now that we've established the basics, let's delve into the purpose of today's video. We'll be analyzing how Brexit has rippled across various industries, shaking up business as usual, and comparing the evolving situations in the UK and EU. We'll be your trusty guides on this fascinating journey, dissecting complex issues and breaking them down into easily digestible insights. As we embark on our first case study, let's delve deeper into the world of financial services and unravel the pre- and post-Brexit scenarios, as well as the industry's adaptive strategies and future outlook. 1. Financial services. Pre-Brexit scenario. Before Brexit, London was the undisputed financial hub of Europe, boasting a vibrant ecosystem of banks, insurance companies, and investment firms. Its strong position was not just a matter of prestige but also a driving force behind the UK's economic growth. One of the key reasons behind London's success was the EU passporting rights, which allowed UK-based financial firms to operate across the European Union without needing additional licenses or facing regulatory hurdles. This seamless business environment attracted talent, capital, and innovation from across the globe. Post-Brexit impact. However, the Brexit wins ushered in a new era, and the loss of EU passporting rights was one of the most significant changes to hit the financial sector. Without these rights, UK-based firms faced new barriers and restrictions when conducting business within the EU. The consequences were immediate and far-reaching. Many businesses, particularly international banks and financial institutions, decided to relocate some of their operations and jobs to EU countries to maintain market access. This departure not only impacted London's status as a financial hub but also had a ripple effect on the local economy. Market access, which had been relatively frictionless before Brexit, became more challenging for UK-based firms. With new regulations and trade barriers, they had to navigate a complex web of rules and requirements to continue serving their EU clients. Adaptation and future outlook. As the saying goes, nature abhors a vacuum, and the financial sector is no exception. With London's position as a financial hub under threat, European cities like Frankfurt, Paris, and Amsterdam have risen to prominence, attracting businesses and talent that previously flocked to the UK. But all is not lost for the UK's financial sector. The country is exploring new strategies to maintain and even bolster its position in the global financial landscape. Some of these strategies include forging new trade agreements, investing in the thriving fintech sector, and promoting London as a global center for green finance. The UK is also exploring regulatory innovations, like the concept of equivalence, which aims to strike a balance between market access and regulatory autonomy. Now that we've explored the financial sector, let's dive into our second case study and examine the fascinating world of agriculture and fisheries. We'll uncover the pre- and post-Brexit scenarios, along with the industry's adaptive strategies and future outlook. 2. Agriculture and fisheries. Pre-Brexit scenario. Before Brexit, the agriculture and fisheries sectors in the UK were deeply intertwined with the European Union. EU subsidies and regulations played a crucial role in shaping these industries, providing financial support, guiding sustainable practices, and setting production standards. Trade and market dynamics were also significantly influenced by the UK's EU membership. With access to the single market, UK farmers and fishers could easily sell their products across the continent, while also benefiting from the influx of agricultural goods and seafood from other EU countries. Post-Brexit impact. Brexit brought about significant changes to the agriculture and fisheries sectors, particularly in terms of subsidies and support. With the UK's departure from the EU, British farmers and fishers no longer received financial assistance from the EU's Common Agricultural Policy and the European Maritime and Fisheries Fund. The post-Brexit landscape also introduced new trade barriers and opportunities. While the UK's exit from the single market led to increased tariffs and non-tariff barriers on agricultural and fisheries products, it also opened the door for the UK to forge new trade agreements with non-EU countries. Fishing rights and quotas have also been heavily impacted by Brexit. The UK's departure from the EU's Common Fisheries Policy has led to contentious negotiations over fishing rights in shared waters and the allocation of quotas, with both UK and EU fishers vying for their share of the catch. Adaptation and future outlook. As the agriculture and fisheries sectors face these post-Brexit challenges, the UK government and industry stakeholders have been working together to adapt and respond. New policies, such as the Environmental Land Management Scheme for farmers and the Fisheries Act for fishers, have been introduced to replace EU subsidies and support. These initiatives aim to promote sustainable practices, reward environmental stewardship, and ensure the long-term viability of these sectors. There's also potential for growth and sustainability in the agriculture and fisheries sectors as the UK charts its own course. Embracing new technologies, diversifying markets, and focusing on sustainable production methods can help unlock opportunities and drive growth in these industries. Additionally, investing in local supply chains and prioritizing domestic markets could lead to increased self-sufficiency and resilience. We've delved into the financial sector and navigated the complex world of agriculture and fisheries. Now, it's time to turn our attention to our third case study, the pharmaceuticals and life sciences industries. Let's uncover the pre- and post-Brexit scenarios and explore the industry's adaptive strategies and future outlook. 3. Pharmaceuticals and life sciences. Pre-Brexit scenario. Before Brexit, the UK played a pivotal role in the European Medicines Agency, EMA, which is responsible for evaluating, supervising, and monitoring the safety of medicines across the EU. The EMA was even headquartered in London, highlighting the UK's prominent position within the EU's pharmaceutical and life sciences sector. Research funding and collaborations were also crucial aspects of the pre-Brexit landscape. The UK's life sciences sector benefited from EU funding programs like Horizon 2020, which supported cutting-edge research and innovation. Additionally, the UK's participation in the EU facilitated collaborations with top research institutions and industry partners across Europe. Post-Brexit impact. Brexit has had far-reaching consequences for the pharmaceuticals and life sciences industries. One of the most significant challenges has been the regulatory divergence between the UK and EU. The UK's departure from the EMA has led to separate regulatory systems, creating potential duplication of efforts and increased costs for businesses operating in both markets. The loss of EU funding and research partnerships has also been felt across the sector. The UK no longer enjoys full access to EU funding programs, which could impact the level of investment in research and development. Moreover, reduced opportunities for cross-border collaborations might hinder the exchange of knowledge and resources. Drug approvals and patient access to new treatments have been impacted by Brexit as well. With the UK no longer part of the EMA's centralized approval process, pharmaceutical companies must seek separate authorizations for their products in the UK and EU. This fragmentation could result in delays for patients awaiting new treatments. Adaptation and future outlook. Despite these challenges, the UK's pharmaceuticals and life sciences sector is actively working on strategies to maintain global competitiveness. The UK government and industry stakeholders are investing in cutting-edge research, promoting public-private partnerships, and seeking international collaborations to drive innovation. Opportunities for innovation and collaboration abound in the post-Brexit era. The UK has the potential to become a global leader in areas like genomics, artificial intelligence, and personalized medicine. Furthermore, by forging new alliances and partnerships outside the EU, the UK can expand its horizons and contribute to scientific breakthroughs on a global scale. Throughout our case studies, we've seen how regulatory challenges have emerged as a central theme. The shift from harmonized EU regulations to separate UK and EU systems has created complexities and uncertainties for businesses in various sectors. Trade disruptions have also been a recurring issue. The post-Brexit landscape has introduced new tariffs, non-tariff barriers, and trade negotiations, which have reshaped market dynamics and affected the movement of goods and services across borders. Despite these challenges, a common thread of adaptation and resilience runs through each industry. Businesses and governments are actively working together to navigate the post-Brexit world and seize new opportunities for growth and innovation. Broader economic implications. Brexit has undoubtedly left its mark on the UK's overall economic performance. While some sectors have faced significant challenges, others have demonstrated remarkable resilience and even flourished in the new environment. The EU has also experienced changes as a result of Brexit. The bloc has had to adapt to the departure of one of its largest members, and this has led to shifts in trade, regulatory policies, and political dynamics. Long-term outlook for UK-EU relations. While it's challenging to predict the future, the long-term outlook for UK-EU relations will likely be shaped by continued negotiations, collaboration, and compromise. Both sides have a vested interest in maintaining strong ties and finding mutually beneficial solutions to the challenges posed by Brexit. So there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the financial services, agriculture and fisheries, and pharmaceuticals and life sciences industries, unraveling the many ways Brexit has impacted them. It's been a fascinating exploration, and we hope you've gained valuable insights along the way. Now, we want to hear from you. Share your thoughts, experiences, and opinions in the comments section below. How has Brexit impacted your industry or your daily life? Let's get the conversation started. Before you go, please take a moment to like this video and share it with your friends and colleagues. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with our latest content, as we continue to explore the most pressing issues, trends, and developments shaping our world today.